Goodness gracious, Steve McQueen machine. I own Counts Customs right here in Las Vegas. We specialize in building...
Danny Koker's Counting Cars on the History Channel has to be one of the most popular American reality television series. With 10 seasons and 180 plus episodes, the show has gained a massive fan following and has propelled the show's host, Danny "The Count" Koker, to immense fame. While Counting Cars has become a massive success, the show hasn't stayed away from controversy. The show has seen plenty of scandals, including lawsuits filed by and against the business. In this video, we take a look at the lawsuits Counts Customs got entangled in. We'll also be taking a look at what implications these lawsuits had on the show and the Counts Customs crew. Stick around and watch the video until the end, as this will be an interesting topic for Counting Cars fans. Danny "The Count" Koker isn't just a self-made mechanic, he's also the mastermind behind Counting Cars. The show, which has been on air since 2012, has seen its popularity grow over the years and become one of the most watched reality TV shows on the History Channel. Counting Cars has been on air since 2012. The show has managed to attract audiences for so many years, not only because Danny Koker is an enigmatic technician fixing and customizing cars. You see, the cast members have a pretty important role to play as well. Fans have grown attached to members like Ryan Evans, who was incredibly popular among fans. There were also a few past members, such as the project manager and bookkeeper Scott Jones, who no longer feature on the show today. Now, there could be several reasons why the cast of reality shows such as Counting Stars don't stay on the show for several seasons. You see, most of the supporting cast on the shows like Counting Cars are bound to the show for only a certain number of seasons. These contracts ideally depend on factors such as the popularity of the supporting cast or the wages that they get paid. If a cast member doesn't want to stay on the show, they refuse to sign a new contract. This could be a reason why Ryan Evans can no longer be seen on the show. We know that he still works for Counts Customs based on his social media posts, however, we aren't sure if he'll make a comeback on the show. Now, while the Counting Cars cast members are known for leaving the show abruptly, there is one case that stands out. This case also happens to be the only time when Counting Cars ended up firing a cast member, and not just that. Counting Cars also took him to court. Die-hard fans will remember the time when ex-employee Joseph Frontiera was fired from the show for stealing money from the business. But who exactly was Joseph Frontiera? Joseph Joe Frontiera is a designer and artist who got his start in the reality show Counting Cars. Prior to joining Counts Customs, he was already working as a part-time mechanic and thus was a perfect choice for the show. Frontiera was given a job of managing the business's accounts. While on the show, Joseph became embroiled in a major issue which ultimately led to the show filing a lawsuit against him. The lawsuit claimed that he allegedly misappropriated a large sum of the company's profits for personal benefits. Now, we aren't sure of the exact amount that was embezzled by Frontiera, nor do we know what he used the money for. What we do know, however, is that when it all went down, fans were confident that Frontiera was the culprit and he was to blame. After all, he was the one responsible for handling the accounts. Unfortunately, there's more to this than meets the eye. Turns out, Counts Customs filed 2 lawsuits, one against Frontiera for embezzling funds and a second lawsuit against the company that recommended Joseph for the show. This second lawsuit against the company that suggested Frontiera for the show should sound strange to some people watching this video. Frontiera seems to have had no criminal record before joining the show. The company that suggested Frontiera's name surely did all the necessary background checks, since this was a popular reality show. Counts Customs should have no issues with the company and no need to sue them in court. Unfortunately for Counts Customs, they didn't achieve anything from filing the lawsuit. Frontiera had representation, his lawyers filed to dismiss the case, and the suit against the company fell through too. This seems like a total waste of finances for Counts Customs. However, the company did manage to achieve one thing, and it probably helped Danny Koker's reality TV show immensely: publicity. The lawsuit against Joseph Frontiera was a big deal, and fans of Counting Cars couldn't stop talking about the show and how such a massive scandal was uncovered. It also got fans talking on social media about what happened to Joe and how Counts Customs resolved the issue. It's also highly possible that Counting Cars paid Joe Frontiera to take part in the scandal to boost the show's TV ratings and popularity. After all, Frontiera would ultimately lose his job, and he wouldn't take such a massive risk, especially considering Counting Cars is such a massive reality TV show. What are your thoughts on this conspiracy? Was Joe Frontiera framed by counting cars, or did he really steal from the shop? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.